Assignment 2, Chapter 10. In this assignment, you have to create a new account book. First of all, we go through the box given. AutoCount Enterprise is a sole trader in Malaysia that closes its account on 31st December every year. Okay, in this sentence, you already get a few information that you will need when you want to create your new account book. The company name should be AutoCount Enterprise, and then when you look at closes its account on 31st December every year, meaning here it will start again and it will run again the financial period on 1st January for the next year. And for the company is a sole trader, meaning when we create the sample chart of account, we have to choose trading company. The next sentence, the following details were supplied by the owner and you are required to transfer them into electronic form using AutoCount accounting system. Modules involved are GL, AR, AP. Meaning here, when we create the new account book, we have to choose when we create the new account book, we have to choose accounting package only. Stock as at 31st January YYY means current year. Its value at 80,000. Meaning here you have to enter in the stock value maintenance 80,000. So, when you want to do this assignment, please follow the suggested step given. First, we have to create new account book. To create a new account book, you have to go to File, Manage Account Book, and create account book. The new company name you have to refer back to the assignment given, which is AutoCount Enterprise. If you enter another name, we will minus mark. Database name is up to you to maintain. Click on Next. Fiscal year is 1st January, actual data also 1st January because the company closed its account on 31st December. Goods and services tax, you have to untick. We don't want to see any tax features on your assignment. Next. Main package, you have to enable only accounting package. So please untick stock control. Next. Account code format, just remain. Sample chart of account, you have to choose trading company and click on finish. After you have done successfully create the new account book, you are required to log out and to log in again to the respective assignment account book, which is AutoCount Enterprise. Okay, after you have done login, now we are successfully create a new account book. When you want to do the assignment, please follow the suggested step given at the bottom. Let's look on the first suggested step. Alright, okay, after you log in, it will appear with the system option policy message. So on this message, you just click on OK and OK. You just ignore the message. Let's look on the suggested step given. Number 1 is create a new account book. We have done that. And please bear in mind, after you have done and log into the new account book, you have to go to company profile to modify your info. So here you have option, either you want to fill in all the billing address and the info, or you may straightforward go to the logo and report header and click for set default report header. At least you want to see a company name there. If you leave it blank, we will minus your mark. The second suggested info is modify chart of account, create debtors and creditors. We look on the modify chart of account first. So please go to GL, account maintenance. Here the sample chart of account is trading company. So what you need to do is you have to refer to the page 50 and 51, which is from the balance sheet statement and also profit and loss statement. What you need to do in here is you need to modify. Means if let's say any accounts that don't have in these two pages, you have to create new. If what account that don't have, you have option, either you want to delete or you can leave it in the chart of account. Let's do one sample. For example, we go to fixed asset. If we refer to the cost book, page 51, under here we have 4 fixed asset accounts. The first one is motor vehicle. So you have to refer back to your sample. Do you have the motor vehicle or not? So since we look at the second one. The second one is office equipment. We have next furniture fitting and fixture. We also have furniture fitting, but the description is different. So you have two options here. Either you want to delete and recreate new, or you can just edit the description. Alright, to edit you can highlight furniture and fitting and click on edit account button or just double click. So the description is furniture, fitting and fixture. So you may edit it later. So you may copy and paste to the accumulate depreciation account, because once you already edit the name on the fixed asset account, accumulate depreciation account, so you have to modify. And last one on the fixed asset is computer and IT equipment. So since the account don't have, you have option you must create new account. You may refer back to chapter 1. Next, second step, still number 2, but it's create debtors and creditors. Next is create debtors and creditors. For creating debtors and creditors, you can refer to page 52. Here we have given the list of creditors and list of debtors. Please take a note on the list of creditors. We have two types of creditors here, which is other creditors and trade creditors. And if you look on the sample of your chart of account, here we have both, which is trade creditors and other creditors, but for the other creditors it's white color. The white color is normal account. Means when I try to create my creditor, which is other creditor, so I go to AP, I go to creditor maintenance, and then create a new creditor. And when I try to select the control account, the other creditor won't appear. Why? Because we have created as a normal account, not a special account. So you have to make sure to change the other creditor and make it special. So how to make it special? You have two options. Okay, but my advice is better you delete the original one, other creditor, the white color one, and use back the number.
Yeah.
So the number is 405. So after delete, you highlight current liability and then click on creditor control. The number is 4050000. Description is other creditor. So you may use back the number or you just follow the sequence. So once you're done, just click on save. Now if we look back, our trade creditors and other creditors already blue color. And if I try to create back my other creditor, so I have the option for other creditor. So this is how you do for the creditor, to create for other creditor. Debtors is just follow the trade debtors. Okay, we create one sample of customer and also one sample of supplier. So AR debtor maintenance, create a new debtor. So the company name is Akan Bankrupt Senggang Bahad. So click the debtor account to generate the account number, account code. So once you're done, you just click on save. We only want to create one sample for you. And then close debtor maintenance and go to AP creditor maintenance and create one for creditor also. So this one we choose other creditor, or maybe yes, we choose other creditor, and the name is apapun other service. Apapun other service. And also the same, click the plus sign to generate the creditor code and untick after save and save. So if you want to create, you just click for the after save action. So we have done create one debtor and one creditor sample. Now refer back to the second step. We go to the third one, which is add previous fiscal year. This one you have to refer back to chapter 3. We already teach you how you want to modify and add on the previous year in your main fiscal year. So you have to go to tools, manage fiscal year, and then you have to add new previous fiscal year of 2019. If you don't add this year, you cannot key in the opening balance. Okay, you cannot key in the opening balance. So we already add on last year into our manage fiscal year and close. Look at the next step, set the common numbering format. This one we hold on first. We will do together with our number 7, which is key in transaction. So we skip this one, we continue with number 5. Enter past invoice for debtor and creditor. This one we already teach you in the chapter 3. Boy.
Okay, continue.
Okay, we already teach you in chapter 3 how to record the past invoice for debtors and creditors, so you can refer back. So first, you have to record the transaction from page 52 till page 52. If you look on the table, there's the third row. The third row of the table is the balance as at 31st December 1 -1. 1 -1 means last year. Alright, here we already include you the balance. So all this balance you have to record as an invoice. So first, we record the AP invoice. Go to AP invoice entry, create a new AP invoice. We have to record this invoice as a past invoice. So choose our creditors, apapun ada service. We don't have supplier number. Just change the date to 31st December 2019. So under this balance past invoice for debtors and creditors, all the date have to be the same date, which is 31st December 2019. After that, click the plus sign. This one you can follow the same description as chapter 3, which is balance brought forward. Balance BF, and then the amount is 800 ringgit. You just want to show one sample for each debtors and creditors. Description you may enter balance brought forward and click on save. Now we record the same for AR invoice. Create a new AR invoice. The debtor name is account bankruptcy number height, and then we change the date to 1st December 2019, and then also the same, we just paste for the description of balance brought forward, and the amount is 15,000. So once done this one, untick after save and save. Alright, so we have done for the next exercise step. The next exercise step is number 6, enter opening balance. This one you have to refer to page 51. In chapter 3, you have learned how to record year-to-date balance maintenance, which is you only enter on the month of March. But different with the opening balance. First, you have to go to GL, opening balance maintenance. You have to determine what is debit, what is credit. So this one, you can get from page 51, the balance sheet statement. For example, fixed asset for motor vehicle is debit 150,000, 150, 105,000, sorry, 150, 150,000, and then automatic document representation must be on the credit side, 76,000. Some students, they do wrong when they put the account utilization account under debit account but they put negative. Alright, and then you have to proceed until the last one, current year net profit. For the current year net profit, you have to record into retained earning. Okay, retained earning. So capital brought forward is credit. When you look at the drawing, it's in a bracket, so it's debit. So for the retained earning, it will be on the credit side. So if you refer to the page 51, you will see there's a capital. For capital, you have to determine debit or credit. So usually capital will be on the credit side. So when you look at the drawing, okay, as you see here, the drawing account is not here because you need to create it first in your chart of account. Okay, if you refer from the previous exercise step. Alright, and the last one, current year net profit. That one you have to record into retained earning on the credit side, opposite with the drawing. So 250,000. 250,000. Alright, so after you key in until the last one, retained earning, you will find that both of your debit and credit should be balanced. And after you finish record all the debit credit, the answer that you should get is 556,000. Correction, 556,600. Okay, this is the answer. Okay, 556,600 ringgit. After you receive both balance, then you may save. If you don't get balance, you have to check back your past invoice of your debtors and creditors. Is it either you miss out or you wrongly key in? Then we look at the next selected step, which is key in transaction. Now, before we do the key in transaction, we have to go back to the number 4, which is set document numbering format. So, to set the document numbering format, you have to start from page 55. Page 55 until page 76 is the transaction. Page 55 until page 76 is the transaction that you need to key in. Total, you have 65 transactions. So before you key in all these 65 transactions, you have to maintain first your document numbering format. Add the document numbering format maintenance. Under this 65 transaction, you only need to create the numbering in 3 places. The first one is under GL cash receipt. Under GL cash receipt, we just highlight and edit. Why I not encourage you to create new? Because if you create new but you don't set the numbering as default, the number won't run in your assignment. Okay, it will still refer back to the default number. So that's why you just edit from the default. So the next number should be followed. So before we create this numbering, we look at the first transaction under page 55. Okay, look at the first one. Okay, you just ignore in the company name. Our company name is AutoCount Enterprise. And then you look at we pay to who? We pay to Account Bankrupt. If you don't know Account Bankrupt is your AR or AP, you may refer back to the page 52. Account Bankrupt is our debtor, our AR, our customer. Okay, so it will be AR. And then you look in the middle of the transaction, it's already mentioned invoice. So you straightforward, you can know that this transaction you have to record into AR invoice. So we have to edit the numbering because you can look at the reference here. It's given the numbering is 19001. So we click under category of sales and we have to edit for invoice. So you highlight and then you edit for invoice. We put the next number is 19001. But please make sure after you key in all the past invoice of debtors, then you come back here to edit the number before you do the current transaction. Because page 55 we consider as current transaction. Okay, after you edit, you may edit also the sample. So you look at the reference. Okay, in the first document, do we have any OR? Okay, do we have any dash? So if we don't have, we just modify the format, follow exactly the same like what given in the books. So the format should be 5 digit. Okay, 50 to indicate digits. Okay, you don't put 19001 in the format area, because if you put 19001, the number won't be run for the next number. Okay, after we have done this one, we just click on OK. The second document will be the same, which is invoice also, as the number, reference number is running. We look at the third one. The third one we pay to apapun other service, and apapun other service is our supplier. Okay, it's our supplier, our AP. You may refer to page 52. And then, so you know this document is about AP. And then you look at the middle of the transaction. It's already mentioned payment voucher. So automatically we can know that this one is AP payment. You should record into AP payment. So whatever payment we related under GL. So you expand GL, and then we have to edit under cash payment. You don't edit under purchase invoice because this is not an invoice, this is a payment. So this one we edit for the default. Okay, and we put the next number should be 7031. And then also the same, we delete the PB dash and then only 4 digit of number. Done this one, we look at the last numbering. The last numbering you should edit is on the document number 10. So the document number 10, this one we pay to, okay, For document number 10, we not pay, we receive it. Okay, we receive from Akam Bankrupt Sdn Bhd. Okay, so Akam Bankrupt Sdn Bhd, we know is a AR. And then you look at the middle of the document is official receipt. So we receive a payment. We receive a payment from our customer. So again, for the payment, we don't edit under sales. We edit under cash receipt. Alright, so you double click on the cash receipt, edit the next number should be 2939. 2939. And also the same, delete OR dash and then 4 digit. Okay, 4 digit and click on OK. So total number you have to edit is 3 numbering. Okay, 3 numbering. Under GL, you have to edit for cash receipt, cash payment, and also under sales, which is sales invoice. If you do this part, we already give you the answer. If you do this part, we will give you 6 marks. But if you don't do, there's no mark for you. The next one is number 7. If you refer to step number 7, is key in transaction. So now let's go to the transaction. We'll start from page 55. To record a transaction of 65 transaction is very easy. What you need to do, my advice, is you read the document first before you key in. And my advice, you don't key in one by one. You read the whole page of document first and then you edit it straightforward. So we look at the first document we already know is AR invoice. And then you just write down on the first document AR invoice. Second document also AR invoice. And the third one, we know this one is AP, so AP payment. So after you record manually where to record the transaction, then you record it into the system. I already opened the cost book sample for you. As you look at here, when you want to record the document, because it's 65 documents, so quite a lot. So this is the way on how you want to record the transaction part. First, you read first the first page. Alright, you read all 3 documents first, where you should record. So at the first one, Akam Bankrupt, we know is AR, and then you look in the middle is invoice. Right, so automatically you know this one is AR invoice. So you can use either pen or pencil, just type. After you have read the document, just write down the AR invoice, okay, for your reference. And then you go to the second document, also the same, okay, because it's the document is the same like the first one. So this one also should be AR invoice. Alright, AR invoice. And then the third one, we look at the pay to first. So we know that pay to apapun ada service is our supplier. So it should be AP. Alright, so in the middle of the document you already know is a payment. So AP payment. Alright, so you write down first, okay, where you should record. Then you record it one shot. You don't need to read one by one document. So when you come to the second page and the third page, you read all the 6 documents first and then you record. You read another 6 documents, you record. You don't record one by one, wasting your time. Because some of the document is a same place. Alright? After you have done record all the 65 documents, then we look at the next step. For the transaction number 49 until 51 is a salary record. Okay, it's a salary record. You can refer to the page 70. For the salary record, we already given you the method on how to record salary, the guides on how to record salary. We have 3 ways for you how you want to record the salary, so you can choose either one. Okay, inside the DVD we already given you the guides on how to record salary, so you can refer to here. We have 3 methods for you. We are giving you 3 methods on how to record the salary. Now let's look under the next step, which is step number 8. Okay, step number 8 is stock value maintenance. This one, okay, we already touched on chapter 1 and chapter 3 on how to record the stock value maintenance. So this one you can go to GL and then stock value maintenance. So what you need to do, you have to record on the month of January. So amount, how much amount we have to record, you can refer back to the box on the top. Okay, given. So stock as at 31st January is valued at 80,000. Okay, value as at 80,000. If you don't record, there's no mark for you. And save. Next, second step, bank reconciliation for January. Include maintain previous year unclear bank transaction. This one you have to refer to page 52. Under page 52 at the bottom there, there's one bank reconciliation statement as at last year. Okay, as at last year. This one you have to record into bank reconciliation. Okay, you have to go to GL bank reconciliation, but not like what we did. Okay, you have to go to GL bank reconciliation, but this one is not similar to what we have covered in our chapter 3. This one, before you do the actual bank reconciliation that you have learned, you have to do maintain previous year unclear bank transaction first. So here you have to click the plus sign one by one. You cannot bring out all the 4 plus signs together, okay, or else the column will disappear. So we do the first one first. Okay, we start with the description at the back first. Alright, as you look in the box there, we have add deposit not yet credited, and we also have less unpresented check. For the add deposit not yet credited, you have to record under debit, and then for the deposit unpresented check, you have to record into credit. Now, I will show you one sample. Okay, for the description, you have to enter. Okay, it's up to you. You may enter deposit not yet credited. After that, we go to the check number. So the check number is PBB 112233. 112233. Document date you have to enter. Document date is 30th December 2019. And then document number is up to you. You can enter number 1 or you can enter just 1. And then now we put on the debit side 300 ringgit. Okay, so 2 debit, 2 credit. Alright, so after you have done all this, then you save. Then you can do the bank reconciliation. But then before you do bank reconciliation, let's look on the page 54. Under this page 54, we assume this is the bank statement. This is the bank statement from the bank. Okay, at the end of the January, you receive the bank statement from the bank. But then, when you look under this bank statement, you notice that the transaction of 27 January checkbook and also 30 January ATM withdrawal will not yet record the transaction. So what you need to do, you have to record this one into your journal entry. Why journal entry? Because this transaction is already passed. Okay, already passed. It's not that's already passed already. Okay, because this transaction already passed, so you need to record into journal entry. So we show you one sample of checkbook. You have to go to GL journal entry. So create a new journal entry. For journal entry, you have to know what is debit, what is credit. So description, you can enter checkbook. Okay, and the date you can put 27 January. You have to refer back to the bank statement date. Alright, and then you click the plus sign to bring out 2 columns. Okay, bring out all the 2 columns together. So now you have to determine what is the account you want to call out. So first is the bank charges. So bank charges on the expenses, and then the next one we have to choose is maybe bank or cash at bank. Okay, since we not yet changed in our chart of accounts, so our name is cash at bank. Your one should be maybe bank or bank. So contra, put on the credit side 20 ringgit. Okay, if you done, save. For the ATM withdrawal, that one you have to do separate journal entry transaction. You don't do it together because the date is a different date. After you have done record all these 2 transactions, then you have to go back to bank reconciliation and do for the bank recon. The date you put 31st January. Click on OK. Alright. After you have done all the 65 transactions together with the transaction of the one in the bank, in the bank statement, then you will see a lot of transactions here. So for the bank reconciliation, it's very easy. What you need to do, you just compare for the bank statement to your transaction, and you have to start from the second one because the first one is brought forward from last year. So we start from 3rd January. Okay, deposit 300 ringgit, debit, credit. So if in the bank statement is a credit, in your bank recon should be debit, opposite. So if you have, just check. Alright, 20 ringgit also we have, then we check until end of until you check until ATM withdrawal. Until last one you check until ATM withdrawal. You need to enter inside actual bank statement balance. Your actual bank statement balance cannot be empty. Alright, your actual bank statement balance cannot be empty. So where can you get the amount of actual bank statement balance? It will be under your bank statement of Maybe Bank, the last figure. Okay, you refer back to the page 54. Under your bank statement of the Maybe Bank, the last figure, which is 50137.35. This is the last balance that we received at the end of 31st January. Okay, so this is the amount that we have to record, 50,137 ringgit 35 cents. After you have recorded, when you click on enter, your difference should become 0. Okay, because we don't have much transaction, so that's why we still have so many difference. After you have finished it until ATM withdrawal, your difference should be 0, then your bank reconciliation balance. So you click on OK. So we have done for the bank recon. Look on the next suggested step. The next suggested step is number 10, which is view report. So after you have done record the bank reconciliation, you have to go to GL profit and loss report. And you have to view your statement on the end of January. So you're supposed to get the net profit alright, so at the end, after you have done all the transaction, this is the result that you should get in your profit and loss statement. You will receive the net profit 17515. Okay, 17,515. Okay, so after you receive this one, you have to backup your account book. So please, when you do backup, click on choose backup. Please rename your backup file name, because a lot of students, when they submit, they didn't rename. So if you didn't rename, we don't know that this assignment from who. So please rename with your full name. Okay, underscore. You may enter your university name. Underscore. Please enter either is A1 or A2. A1 for assignment 1, A2 for assignment 2. Okay, so after you're done, you can browse to any location you want to save your backup file. And after you backup, okay, please, when you want to submit either to your lecturer or to us, you have to attach the file in your email. If let's say you submit via email, okay. So please follow the guides on how to submit the assignment by your respective lecturers. If to us, you have to submit to us by email and you have to attach the backup file. And the backup file will be like this. And please, okay, you don't double click on the backup file and call us say you cannot open the backup file, because the backup file can only open by using our system, which is by using the restore function. Okay, by using the restore function. Okay, we under tools restore. Only can open by using the restore function. So that's all for the assignment 2 briefing. Thank you.